Hi, so today we will talk about how to heal Candida. So before we start, you can subscribe to my channel, like the video, share the video, write a comment under this video if you would like to help me. It makes me more visible on YouTube if you do that. So if my videos help you in any way, you can just help me by doing that. So thank you. And also, if you do that, you will get notifications every time I come out with a new video. I make a new video each week, 1 or 2 video each week about health, natural health, and gut health especially. So here on this slide, you can see Weston Price and his book Nutrition and Physical Degeneration. This is a book that I strongly recommend to anyone that is interested in natural health and in the link between diet and health. And also, you will never see me recommending drugs, chemical drugs for healing. I only recommend natural remedies. So that's what I do on my YouTube channel and also on my website. So if you would like to visit my website, it's thecandidaslayer.com. The link is under this video in the description box. On my website, you will find the course to heal your gut. So it's a course that I made to help you heal your gut, to help you heal your digestive system in general, completely naturally. I also have private sessions that you can book on my website if you have questions, if you would like to talk to me. So you can book private sessions with me on my website, thecandidaslayer.com. On my website, you will also find articles. I write articles regularly about natural health. My last article is about Nigella, black cumin. And yeah, you can also join me on Facebook. I have a Facebook group where you can ask me your questions. The link will also be under this video for the Facebook group. So, what is Candida? So Candida is a polyformic fungus. Okay, so it will change its form depending on the environment where it is. Okay, so here on the picture on the left, you can see the evolution of Candida from its yeast form to its multicellular form. So when it's a yeast, it's monocellular yeast. Okay, it's just one cell, as you can see on the picture, and then it evolves from yeast to I don't know how you pronounce that in English, to pseudohyphae, and from pseudohyphae to hypha or hyphae. Okay, so it will evolve depending on your environment and especially depending on the pH where it is, of the pH in the environment where it is. So when it is as a yeast, Candida is nice. It's not pathogenic. There's no problem. It becomes pathogenic when it becomes a polyformic fungi. Okay, as you see in the pictures at the bottom and as you see on the picture on the right. Okay, so that's when you have problems. So why does it change to this polyformic fungi? So as we said, it's because of the pH. And why the pH would change? It's mainly because of the bacteria that normally live in symbiosis with Candida. Okay, so Candida will be found mainly in your colon, but not only. You can find it in other parts of your digestive system also and on other parts of your body. As a yeast, it's not a problem. And so Candida stays as a yeast in an acidic environment, and in your colon, what keeps your colon acidic are the bacteria. Bacteria produce acids. Okay, they produce propionate, they produce acetic acid, they produce butyrate and other acidic products. Okay, lactic acid, etc., etc. So your bacteria are in charge of keeping your colon acidic, and by doing that, they keep Candida in its yeast form that is non-pathogenic. So you will start to have problems when you won't have enough bacteria that therefore won't be able to keep Candida in check. Okay, I have other videos about Candida. If you want to know more details about Candida, I have more videos on this channel. I have also more videos on my French channel, and these videos are subtitled in English. So anyway, go watch my other videos where I develop with more details what is Candida. So Candida overgrowth can cause leaky gut because, as you saw when it's in its polyformic form, when it's a multicellular IFA, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but when it's in this form, it will send its roots in your colon, in your intestine, and it can poke holes in your gut lining, and that is what is leaky gut. So leaky gut is your gut lining with the tight junctions, as you see on the drawing. The tight junctions are supposed to be like that, tight, and leaky gut is when there's an opening in there, and it lets particles go through the gut lining into your bloodstream, and that's when you will develop food intolerances, food allergies, and other allergies. It's because these particles are not supposed to go through your gut lining and to arrive into your bloodstream, but it does because of leaky gut, and then you will develop many symptoms. Okay, so Candida can be one cause of leaky gut. It's not the only cause, but it can be one cause, because as we saw, when it has like its roots like that, when it's no longer a yeast that is just one cell, when it's much bigger with its roots, it will pierce this gut lining, and it will participate to leaky gut. So what are the symptoms of Candida? There are several symptoms. Here I list the main symptoms, but there are more. So obviously you will have digestive issues. That can be gas, that can be bloating, that can be diarrhea, stomach pain, etc., etc. You can have a white tongue. So this is a classic symptom of Candida. But it's not always the case. People who have Candida don't always have a white tongue. It was my case. I had Candida, but I didn't have a white tongue. So don't be confused. You can have Candida even if you don't have this white tongue. Okay, and also you can have the white tongue without having Candida. There are other causes of a white tongue. So it will be the accumulation of different symptoms that will make you, make you know that if you have Candida or not, and also some analysis that you can do, blood analysis or stool analysis, to know if you have Candida. Another symptom is skin fungal infections, like on your feet, if you have athlete's foot, or anywhere else on your skin, on your body. It can be also vaginal fungal infections. It happens very often for women. And so the problem is not if you have one fungal infection one time in your life. That doesn't mean in that case that you have Candida in your gut. But if you have chronic fungal infections on your skin, yes, usually it's because you have also and primarily a fungal infection in your gut. It starts usually in your gut and then it spreads to the rest of your body. So if you have skin fungal infections that come back all the time, you need to heal your gut first. Another symptom is sugar cravings. You crave sugar like crazy. You love sugar, and when you start eating sugar, you cannot stop eating until you finish the box of cookies. This is a classic symptom of Candida overgrowth. It's not always the case. Again, it can be Candida, but it can be something else. I detailed that in my course on how to heal your gut, because there are several reasons why you would crave sugar. It's not only Candida. But yeah, when you have Candida overgrowth, usually you love sugar way too much, and you cannot stop eating sugar when you start. You can have skin issues, so not only rashes if you have fungal infections, but also you can have like acne, you can have eczema, you can have psoriasis. It can be linked to Candida. Not only, but it can be one of the symptoms of Candida. Overgrowth. You can have other symptoms also, like headaches, migraines. You can have joint pains and stuff like that. So what are the causes of Candida overgrowth? Mainly it's drugs, chemical drugs, and especially antibiotics. Why? Because as we have said, Candida stays as a yeast that is non-pathogenic in an acidic environment, and as we have shown, bacteria are in charge of keeping your colon acidic. And when you don't have bacteria anymore, or where you have not enough bacteria in your colon, then the pH in your colon will change and it will become more alkaline. And Candida becomes pathogenic in an alkaline environment. And we know that antibiotics kill the bacteria, but not the fungi. So when you take antibiotics, it will destroy maybe not all, but most bacteria in your gut, but it will leave the fungi alone. So you will have a fungi overgrowth because there's no more competition with any other microorganism. They have all the space they want to spread, and mostly they are not kept in check by the acidity produced by bacteria, so they can just overgrowth and become pathogenic and cause leaky gut and cause many other problems. So antibiotics are one of the main causes of Candida overgrowth, especially if you have taken many courses of antibiotics all through your life. But not only antibiotics, all chemical drugs are bad for your gut microbiome and are bad for your body in general. Chemical drugs cause many imbalances in your body. And also I want to talk about the pill, the birth control. This is also a classic cause of gut dysbiosis and of Candida overgrowth. So very often women have, there are more women who have Candida than men, and it's mainly because of that, because they take birth control pills. So that's very bad. All these chemical drugs are very bad for that. And chemicals in general will disrupt your gut microbiome. Roundup, with its main ingredient glyphosate. Glyphosate was patented as an antimicrobial, as an antibiotic. So when you eat food that is not organic, then it's sprayed with glyphosate and many other toxic chemicals. And when you eat these foods, then it's like you are swallowing these chemicals. You swallow traces of these chemicals, and even it's just traces, it's enough to really disrupt your gut microbiome. So yeah, eating non-organic food, drinking toxic water. Unfortunately, we have toxins all around us in our modern world. So you need to do your best to avoid these chemical toxins. If you have a diet rich in processed foods and rich in carbs, it can cause or at least aggravate your Candida overgrowth, because in processed foods you have, the glyphosate we were talking about and all the pesticides and stuff that we find in these processed foods, plus the preservatives. They add ton of chemicals in the processed foods to change the consistency of the ingredients, to change the shelf life of these foods. So they put many chemicals to change the color, etc. So these chemicals also disrupt your gut microbiome. Preservatives are antibiotics. Okay, so when you eat processed foods, not only the raw ingredients are just horrible, it's the worst quality that you can find. Plus, you have all the toxic chemicals in these foods. And also, it's usually full of sugar. And sugar is the main food for Candida. Okay, so sugar in all its forms. Okay, not only refined sugar, but also all carbs. So Candida will grow the most on carbs. So if you have a diet rich in grains, rich in carbs, that will worsen your Candida overgrowth. So this is the perfect recipe to get Candida overgrowth, to get candidiasis. You take antibiotics regularly. You take the contraceptive pill, birth control. You take other drugs regularly. You don't eat organic. You eat lots of processed foods, and you eat lots of carbs. And there you have Candida. So now, how to heal Candida? How to heal Candida overgrowth? So first, number one, you need to change your diet. Okay, you stop eating processed foods. No more processed foods. You stop eating too much carbs. You can eat some carbs. Okay, I don't recommend to go zero carbs when you do a Candida diet, but you need to reduce your carbs. And I prefer to recommend that you completely eliminate grains and legumes also, because they are hard to digest and they feed Candida. And wheat, especially, I've seen many people getting much better when they completely stop wheat. And also, when they stop eating grains in general. So I prefer to recommend fruits and root vegetables as your best source of carbs. But for some people, some people will digest rice better than root vegetables or fruits. So you always need to listen to your body first. Okay, just choose the carbs that you digest best. And so I want to insist on that. You need some carbs. Okay, it's very difficult to do this diet with zero carbs. Okay, it can cause more issues if you eat zero carbs for a long time. So, of course, remove all sugar from your diet. Whatever, if it's refined or unrefined sugar, remove all the sugar from your diet. Okay, even honey, even agave. Okay, during the protocol. So the protocol to heal Candida overgrowth is a protocol that only lasts a few months, 2 to 3 months. So you need to be careful with sugar like that, only for a limited time. So don't worry, it's not, these evictions are not for life. Okay, you need to avoid your food intolerances. It's important to know your food intolerances. I really recommend people who want to heal their gut, who want to heal Candida, to know their food intolerances. You can do tests for food intolerances. So I understand that in the US, when you look for a test for food intolerances, it's usually finger prick tests, and I don't like these ones. It doesn't work. These tests are scams. Okay, so don't do these tests. So yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't know that was what you could find, in the US. I've seen several people doing these tests thinking that they would be good, but no. When I did the test to know my food intolerances, they took several tubes, full tubes of my blood to test less than 50 foods. So when those finger prick tests pretend that they can detect your food intolerances with one drop of your blood to test 200 foods, it's a joke. It's a scam. That's not true. It won't happen. So don't do that. Don't get ripped off by these fake labs. Okay, so you need a real blood test. They take several tubes of your blood in a lab. It's not only one drop of blood. Okay, so I just wanted to say that because I recently understood that's what happens in the US. When you ask for a food intolerance test, that's what they offer you, but that's not good. Okay, so you need the real one. And the real one really works. Okay, and I really like this test because avoiding your food intolerances is the best way you can stop injuring your gut. And stop injuring your gut is the first step to heal your gut. Okay, so very important. And just generally have a good diet that is close to a Western A price diet, but adapted to your situation of Candida overgrowth. So mainly when you do a diet for Candida, you only eat animal products and vegetables and a little bit of carbs, and that's all. And you do that for several months. Okay. So I like to recommend eating mostly organ meats, especially liver, because it's very easy to digest. So it will be very easy on your digestive system, and also it's very rich in nutrients. It's the richest food in vitamins and minerals. So liver, if you can eat liver at least once a week, that's great. Um, and organ meat in general and meat in general, always choose the best quality. Of course, it needs to be organic from grass-fed animals, so that's very important. Fish and seafood also very important. And vegetables. So it depends on how irritated your gut is. If your gut is very, very irritated, if you are very sensitive to fiber, then maybe you won't be able to tolerate too much vegetables. Cooked vegetables are easier to tolerate than raw vegetables. But even if you don't if you can't tolerate even cooked vegetables, then you can juice vegetables. Okay, and that will make them completely very easy to digest. It's just the juice. There's no fiber, so you won't have issues anymore, because fiber can cause more bloating, more pain, more gas. So yeah, I really like to recommend juices. It must be mostly green juices, vegetable juices. You can add a little bit of fruits in there. Again, I'm not saying you need to go zero carbs. You can eat some carbs, some sugar, some natural sugar from fruits or from root vegetables. But you need to limit your carbs as much as your body can tolerate. Okay, so only you can know how much sugar your body tolerates. It will depend on your symptoms. Okay, so I detail that in my course. I explain exactly how you can know how to listen to your symptoms to know if you can eat less or more carbs. Okay, but yeah, mainly green vegetables, and you can add like a piece of an apple or a carrot in there, and that will be a great diet for your Candida protocol. Number 2, you need to repair your gut, because you need to repair leaky gut, as we saw before. When you have Candida, you usually have leaky gut. So you need to repair your gut lining, and to do so, you can use several tools, as you can see in this slide. You can use clay. I have a video about clay. I have a long article on my website about clay, so I really recommend that you go watch this video or read my article about clay if you want to learn more about clay, how to take it, when, which clay, etc., etc. I also have videos about aloe vera gel, how to extract aloe vera gel from an aloe vera leaf, because I don't recommend that you buy bottled aloe vera gel, because these bottles always have nasty additives that I really don't like, and that can actually worsen your symptoms. So the best is to get an aloe vera leaf and extract the gel yourself, and I show how to do that in my videos, so please go check out these videos. They are important if you want to do that. Aloe vera gel is not only good to repair your gut, but it's also a natural antifungal, so it will help to eliminate the fungal infection in your gut. It helps also for other things, for constipation, for diarrhea, but yeah, I detail that in other videos. MSM, I also have a video about MSM on my channel, so go watch this video if you want to learn more about MSM. MSM is great to heal your gut lining. Cabbage juice also is great, especially if you have ulcers in your stomach or in your gut. Cabbage juice really help many people with that. So I will make a video soon about cabbage juice. I will explain how it works and how to make cabbage juice. So subscribe to this channel if you want to see this video. Again, I make at least one video per week about gut health and natural health in general. So cabbage juice is great. Bone broth or meat stock also is great to repair your gut. I already have videos about that, so I won't detail that here. I have one video about bone broth, and I have one video about meat stock. So that's great to repair your gut. Number 3, eliminate infection naturally. So that's obvious, of course. If you have Candida, you want to eliminate the Candida infection. So naturally is important, because I don't recommend chemical antifungals, because they don't work long term. I've seen many people Once they found out that they had Candida, they started taking fungal drugs and antifungal drugs. And usually what it does, it helps in the moment. Sometimes it doesn't even help them at all. But for some people, it does help for a few weeks, and then the infection comes back. So that's why I prefer natural remedies, natural antifungals, because they work long term, and they have no side effects, or very, very little side effects. So what remedies, what natural remedies can you use? So there are many different remedies that you can use. I will not recommend that you do exactly this and this and this and that in this video, because that's what I used to do. I had an old video that I removed from my channel where I would, detail the protocol. Okay, you do this, and that. But actually, it does not work like that, because each person won't have to do each step exactly the same and exactly in this order. Okay, and not every person will need to take this and this and this natural antifungal. Some people will have to not take some of these antifungals. Some people will have to add different antifungals. So generally, everybody have heard of oregano essential oil, for example, to remove fungal infection. But oregano essential oil is not good in some cases. Okay, so for example, people who have a very irritated gut, people who have gastritis, people who have ulcers should not take oregano essential oil. It can worsen their symptoms. So this is why I don't recommend anymore, a protocol where I say to everybody, okay, just do this, and that, because it's not good. I need to know what is your condition, what is your situation. So that's why I offer private sessions on my website, and that's why when you buy the course to heal your gut, it comes with a live Q&A each week where we talk on Zoom, and I recommend things specifically for you with your condition, with your body, for your body. Okay, so that's what I want to do. I want to help people, but in their particular condition. Okay, so oregano essential oil is one classic, antifungal, natural antifungal, but again, be very careful. There are other essential oils like cinnamon essential oil, like clove essential oil, like lemon essential oil. But again, these essential oil, you need to know what you do. You need to know the quantity you can take. You need to know for how long you can take it, and you need to know, depending on your activity. For example, lemon essential oil is not good if you go out in the sun often. So there are many details that you need to know. Okay, so this is tricky. If you want to do it on your own, there's no problem. That's what my videos are for. They are to help you be autonomous, and do your things on your own. So you can heal your gut on your own, no problem. You can heal Candida on your own, no problem. But you need to be clever when you do that. If you want to decide to do it on your own, okay? You need to make research on each supplement that you will take, okay? Because you don't want to make mistakes and worsen your condition, okay? So essential oils, you need to know how much to take, what quantity, for how long, etc., and which ones to take. Garlic also is a classic. So some people tolerate garlic, some other people don't, so you will have to find for yourself. Spices in general, herbs like ginger, and spices like pepper and stuff like that are strong antifungals, but again, it won't work for everybody. For people who have a very sensitive gut, for people who have ulcers, for people who have a gut that is very irritated, it can worsen their situation. Okay. There is caprylic acid that is a part of coconut oil. That is great. Usually this one, everybody tolerates it, so there's no problem. But as always, make your own research. If you want to take it, make your own research. So caprylic acid is a classic also for Candida. Grapefruit seed extract also is a classic. Here again, it will depend. It also depends where you buy it, because I have been living in Europe and in America, in Central America, and the grapefruit seed extract they have in Latin America has nothing to do with the one we have in Europe. The one they have over there is very, very, very strong. So you won't take it the same way that you take the one that is in Europe. It's not the same one. It's the same one. When you read the name, it's grapefruit seed extract, but it won't work the same. It's not the same dosage, and you don't take it the same way. What else? You have black walnut hulls. So it's usually a tincture. You can also find it in pills. So you can take that, but again, you make your own research. It's not good for everybody. I've seen people who could not tolerate this one. So yeah, there are other remedies like colloidal silver, but again, it depends where you live. In some countries, it's not legal to recommend to ingest it. So if you live in a country where it's not legal, I won't suggest that you do that. If you live in a country where you can ingest it, when it's legal to do that, you can use colloidal silver to fight infection. So there are several, different remedies. There's berberine, black cumin. So I have videos about that. I have other videos on my channel where I talk about different antifungals. So please go watch these videos. And I have articles on my website, several articles about the different natural remedies. So please go read these articles if you want to learn more about these natural supplements. Number 4, repopulate your gut. So either with pills, either with fermented foods. It depends what you tolerate. So usually people who have gut issues cannot tolerate dairy, and they cannot tolerate fermented foods because of histamine intolerance and because of yeast intolerance. So again, it will depend on you, on your own situation and your condition. Usually I prefer to recommend to start with probiotic pills and then later to try with probiotic foods. But it depends. Some people tolerate probiotic foods perfectly. If you are 100% sure that you tolerate fermented foods perfectly, then you can start taking them from the beginning. But otherwise, it's better to take probiotic pills to repopulate your gut, so to rebuild your gut microbiome. And so what we saw, each step, so you don't have to do it like, so you can do all of these things all together. Before I used to recommend that you first eliminate infection. You do that for about 1 month, and then later you repopulate your gut. It depends. So again, you need to know your body. You need to be clever when you do the protocol. For some people, it will be better to do both at the same time, to eliminate infection and to repopulate your gut all together. For other people, it will be better to separate each step. I detail that in my course. Okay. I detail why for some people it's better to do it together, and for some people it's better to separate it. Okay. Number 5, lifestyle. So this is not less important than the previous steps that we saw in this video. Each step that we see, each slide is as important as the others. Okay, you cannot heal Candida overgrowth if you miss one of these steps, of these points that we see in this video. Okay, so lifestyle is as important as disinfecting, as diet, as probiotics. Okay. The sun, you need to go in the sun as much as you can every day. If you can, you need to spend a few minutes at least in the sun, not only for vitamin D, but because also the sun is your body just needs the sunshine to function properly. So sunshine as much as you can. But of course, you need to be clever about it. Don't just go spend 3 hours in the sun if you are not used to it, and you will just burn. So, of course, you need to make your own research and to do things in a clever way. You need to detox your body. This is also very important because toxins can really block the natural healing process of your body. So you need to detox your body with several different things. I talk about it in other videos. You can use clay, you can use activated charcoal. You need to make your lymph move. I detail all of these things in my course. So you need to exercise regularly. It doesn't have to be crazy exercise like heat. It can be just running a little bit. Several days per week. It can be just walking, but you need to make your body move. Movement is health. You cannot be healthy if you never move. There are some people who feel so bad because of their gut condition that they just stay in bed all day long, all year long, and they do the protocol. They disinfect and stuff. They take probiotics and they don't get better. But you cannot heal if you never move, if you never go outside. You cannot. So this is very important. And also because exercising is not only about moving your lymph and stuff. This is great, but it's also about breathing. It's also about feeling better in your head, because when you exercise, you just feel happier, you just feel better. You need to keep seeing your friends, your family. You need to have good social interactions. So I know that it has been a year that we say that other people around you are dangerous and you should avoid people as much as you can, but that's not my opinion. We are social creatures and we need social interactions to feel happy. Okay? You cannot feel happy. You cannot feel entirely happy if you don't have good social interactions. And you cannot heal if you don't feel happy at all. Okay? So happiness is part of healing your body. So meet your friends, hug your friends, kiss your friends and your family. You need these social interactions. How Your Mind Can Heal Your Body is a book that I did not read, but I just put this picture here because I like this sentence. You need to heal your mind. You need to take that aspect into account. I've seen many people being able to heal their body because they also healed their mind. Okay, so I won't develop that much here because I'm not a therapist, like a psychotherapist or something like that. But I really recommend people that they start focusing on this aspect of health also. It's not only about healing your body. You need to do things to heal your mind. And you choose which ones you will do. For some people it will be GNM. For some people it will be EMDR. For some people it will be seeing a shaman and doing a ayahuasca experience. Find which one resonates with you, okay? And healing your mind can really help healing your body. And of course, stay away from stress as much as you can. Stop watching TV. Stop listening to the news. This is just a horrible way to live, of listening to these horrible things all day long. The media, television, radio, and stuff like that. It's another world. It's a parallel world. It's not the real world. In their world, it's the end of the world. It's the end of the world every day. It's the apocalypse every day. So don't listen to them, because if you listen to them, you will live in fear. You will live in stress all the time, and fear and stress are like toxins for your body. It will make you sick. Okay, so stop fear, stop stress, stop listening to the media. I also detail that in my course, and I also detail, the different emotions and how to deal with fear, etc., etc. So, but that's very important. Number 6, you need to listen to your body, and that's very, very important. That's why I've put many exclamation marks. And yeah, that's very important because you cannot heal your gut. You cannot heal Candida overgrowth. You cannot heal your body if you never listen to your body. And actually, it's usually the first reason why you get sick. It's because you didn't listen to your body. When you have symptoms are not things that your body does to annoy you. Symptoms are the only way that your body can communicate with you. It's the only way that your body tells you this is bad for me or this is good for me. Okay? pain is a signal that it's your body telling you this is not good for us, stop doing that. Something that feels good, it's a signal, it's your body telling you this is good for us, keep doing that. But you need to be clever and to interpret correctly the signals of your body. I've seen many people telling me, oh, but my body tells me that I feel good when I eat junk and when I eat sugar. So does that mean that I should eat junk and sugar? No, it's just you are misinterpreting the signals of your body. That's not what your body is telling you to eat junk food. If you feel some pleasure from eating junk food, you need to understand why. If you feel pleasure by eating lots of sugar, you need to understand why. There are different reasons why sugar makes us happy. And it doesn't mean that you need to eat lots of refined sugar. It can, craving sugar, loving sugar can... I developed that in my course also. It's difficult to say everything in this video, but it can be because you don't eat enough. So maybe you won't crave sugar that bad if you eat enough food, if you get enough calories. And often also sugar, when you love sugar, it's because it's related to your mind, and your brain sees sugar like a reward. So you need to work on your mind in this situation. It can be linked to a lack of vitamin C, So again, the interpretation of the signal that our body sends us must be correct. And again, I developed that also in my course. But this is very important. And if you eat something that makes you feel bad, or if you take a supplement that makes you feel bad, that worsens your symptoms, or just give you some pain, or I don't know, you need to listen to your body. Don't force anything that hurts you. Okay? If this supplement hurts you, even if it was very expensive, if it cost $100 and it hurts you, I'm sorry, you lost $100, but you need to stop it. The pain means it's not good for you right now. Maybe it will be okay for you later, but right now, you need to listen to your body. Your body is your best guide. You should not listen to anybody else than your body. First, listen to your body, then you can listen to other people. Okay? And that's it. So again, you can heal on your own if you are clever and if you listen to your body. Okay? But if you need someone to help you, I'm here for that. So you can go on my website, thecandidaslayer.com. You can book a private session with me, or you can buy my course that includes a book that details everything about how to heal your gut, how to heal Candida. And it also includes a live Q&A, a weekly live Q&A. It's every week on Zoom. You can ask me all your questions. We can talk, and I will recommend what I think would be best for you. What type of foods, what type of supplements would be best for you. Okay? And just be aware that, you can heal your gut. This is possible. You can heal Candida. Many people did it. I did it. Many people healed their Candida overgrowth, healed their gut, and can have a normal life again. Okay, I was severely intolerant to dairy, to gluten, to eggs, to oats, and I can eat all of these things now with no problem at all. I can drink alcohol again from time to time with no issues. I can eat junk food from time to time with no issues. So you can heal your gut and you can have a normal life again. Okay, I see you in the next video. Bye bye.